My parents are divorced.
Mine too.
So you get it. When did your parents get divorced? Like,
I
how old
was
were you?
14 or 15.
See, I was 18. It's less challenging to see your parents get divorced at that age and probably younger when you don't have as many tools to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, like, my dad, it wasn't like, he wasn't husband PSA to intensely. He just wasn't. But he was a product of his environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he grew up in Deep South where,
Mm-hmm.
like, the relationship, or excuse me, the roles of men and women in marriages were very different. And he kept that. I'm not going to go off on a tangent about that. But the point is, I don't know. Like, I just feel like, and that's why I give so much credit to Allie. Like, I love Allie a ton. I'm, like, impressed by her every single day. And, like, there's just a standard. Like, I had to learn these things. I didn't come into our relationship, and you learn every day in marriage.
Yeah.
I didn't come into our marriage, like, learning or knowing how to be, like, a great husband. Mm-hmm. I still don't feel like I'm a great husband, right? Like, I feel like I'm always needing to improve. But I give so much credit to her, and I know it's difficult to even explain. She just really, like, she has a standard. And not that she's like, what, trying to think of the right word. Not that she's, like, berating me if I'm not, like, to that standard. But you've been around people that they have a standard in a quiet way, and it's just like, this is how it should operate.
Is this a standard that she expressed to you, or is it a standard like you just seen and you're trying to hold up to those expectations that you put on yourself?
I think it's more me holding it, holding myself accountable. Maybe it's the athlete in me,
I mean, it definitely is.
Maybe that's what it is. And then now having a daughter, it's super easy to want to be better when you have a daughter.
Yeah.
Because I'm not playing games with having a situation where she's not seeing me love her mom. Because that's then you have a world of issues. So yeah, it's evolving. I mean, what, like, for you, like, you're in the same boat. Like, do you feel like you came built for this?
No.
Inglewood taught you this?
No, not even close. It's not even close. Like, to me, like, my mom and dad got divorced when I was 14 and 15, and, like, it was like an abusive, verbally and physical abusive relationship. I saw all the things in relationship that you're not supposed to do, but it doesn't mean that, like, those images aren't in my head, because it's what I saw as a kid, and that was, like, kind of concreted in my brain. So for me, when I got with Charlotte and she would say things like, don't talk to me like I'm your teammates, or you got to understand how I feel. It's like, I ain't got to understand nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to understand nothing. Like, you got to get it together. I treated her literally like a teammate, and that was it. Yeah. So for me, it wasn't until I got into the nitty gritty and was like, who do I want to be as a husband? Because it feels like I'm not doing that. I'm never doing it. I can, like, provide and, like, work hard and do anything she needs, but I'm just not there when it comes to, like, understanding what she wants and even just, like, listening.
Yeah. And it's hard, by the way.
No, listening is a skill.
It's hard.
It's a skill. So for me to become the husband that am now, it's all about exploration and being honest with myself. I ain't got to be honest to nobody but myself. Because when I find that when I am honest and I'm willing to have faith and do that work, I'm going to be exactly who I need to be for her. I don't have a picture or a model of someone who I'm trying to be like. I'm trying to be myself. And that's scary because I don't know what that really is. I just want to do good.
Do you have those moments where, like, because you reference your childhood and maybe having a bad example, do you have your moments where you, like, you're in the moment and you're like, I see that right now. Like, now. I'm that person right now.
And the scariest thing is when it shows up, you have to make a decision.
Isn't it the ickiest feeling?
Oh, it's scary. Like, it's scary, bro. Like, there's been so many times where, like, I'm like, oh, it's happening, and my heart's racing, and, like, I feel the anxiety, and, like, I know all the things that I read and the exercises that I have in my head that I've done. I can, like, stop myself and, like, use, like, the love language that I learned and whatever, and to stop yourself from, like, your default setting.
That's powerful.
It's the hardest thing to do. Like, I get emotional thinking about it because I'm proud of myself for being able to be where I'm at now, and it's so fucking hard, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's hard because as a child, that stuff is ingrained in you. Like, it's like that's what you saw. It's your first,
default is the perfect word.
Yeah, it's like, so I gotta, like, compute myself out to have a new setting. Like, I always told people, I really believe, like, especially growing up in the hood, it's like, when you get backed into a corner, you're going to result to the default settings every single time.
Totally.
You are. So it's your job to learn new things, find those resources, and not have that be a default setting, but know that it's there. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's crazy. And like the default setting, like I said, is a perfect word. And I just want to go back to like that feeling. Like I've had moments like that where I've seen behaviors exhibited in my house that I'm like, I don't want to do that. And when you find yourself feeling that, like, wait, I'm doing that or I'm repeating it, it really is like the worst feeling, because you're dealing with people that nothing is more important, your family. And it's just such a gross feeling. And I think like you were spot on, like holding yourself accountable and being self-reflective is a skill that like people struggle with, that I struggle with. But it really like unlocks a lot of growth.
It's the key to everything.
Yeah, when you could just go like, yeah, maybe I was like really tripping.
Yeah.
Maybe I, Allie, maybe I was like really like overreacted or was freaking out for no reason. Like, thank you for calling me out on that. You know, little tools like that are super valuable. Doesn't solve every problem.
Yeah, I would say most of the time it doesn't really solve the problem at all, because it's if you wouldn't be saying that if it didn't go down.
Right.
Like
you're in it.
Yeah, the key is to not let it get there as much as possible, because regardless,
like
you're gonna
get got less than you get, you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you more than I get.
Yeah, no, facts.
But for real,
no, that's facts. So it's like the key is trying to like not have those things be regular, and when they do happen, now you have the tools to iron them out a lot faster.
Yeah.
Instead of not talking for like a day because you just don't want to talk because you're mad at each other or something like that.
Relationships are crazy. Marriage is crazy.
Yeah,
like
it's the hardest thing ever, bro.
Bro, it is. And I talk to people about it, like, because people will be like dating and they're like, I don't know when I'm gonna get engaged, yada yada. I'm like, that is such a different life.
Yeah.
Like the lives, really, multiple lives that you have to go through to get engaged, get married, go through the beginning of marriage, have a kid, postpartum, like. There's so much, and it is so challenging. Yeah. It's rewarding because family is the best thing you can have, but it's just like super hard.
Yeah, man,
it's hard, and like I have to be cautious when I say this, because it's like hard because you're always getting challenged. Like it's not like in my marriage, or you probably experience this too, where like a week doesn't go by where I'm not like, I got to get better. Like it'd be easy if it was just like, oh, we're set, chilling, like I'm just coasting, and a lot of people view relationships like that, and it's so not that.
A relationship is work, bro.
It's always evolving.
Yeah, and like that's why it's fascinating to think about people feeling like it's supposed to be that honeymoon phase forever. Like I don't put feelings into most things. I think about like what's the actual thing I'm trying to achieve, what's the work that needs to be done, and have empathy for the situation, for myself and my wife and my kids. That's kind of my formula, because if I'm chasing after a feeling for myself, I have expectations that I'm putting on them that I don't even realize. It's like, oh, if Charlotte does this for me, it's gonna make me feel this way, so then I can do this for her. That was like what I was doing, but I was justifying it by like, I'm going to work hard and like she's going to see me and that's going to make her do this and then we're going to be all good. And that never works.
It's just not how it works at all.
No, at all. And the thing is, we do that with ourselves, so we kind of do it to others, especially the people who are close to us, which is our wives and our families. You know what I mean? How old is your daughter?
She's 16 months.
Yeah.
Today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Today. No, it's such a good point. I mean, I'm learning a lot just talking to you, because it's true. Like, it's like tit for tat, but like in a positive way, where you think, if I do this, that'll be what she does. And like, you just keep building on that. But that's just not how relationships work. Like, you really have to, like the term, and you might have heard it, like in football, I always heard was like, put your face in the fan. Like, you got to just like be like, I need to improve. And I don't care if in my mind she improves.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You just have to be like, I'm just going to raw dog it and get better. And like, that's just love for real.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes. And like, bro, what you're saying is like, put it on a shirt and like wear it every day. Because that's exactly what it is. It's like, love is action, right? And like, it's being able to do things for others with no expectation. You know how hard that is? Especially, and then when we play football, like if you made a tackle, you got rewarded from
cause and effect.
Yeah, like you got rewarded from the crowd, your teammates, the coaches, the fans, Twitter, Instagram. Like you're getting validation from everywhere, and you have to like now stop that and just do it for yourself and not really expect anything from anybody.
It's super hard.
Yeah, it's like the hardest thing to do in the world for an athlete who, I mean, we love a mark of measurement. We love to know that we're getting better. And we can say that we just like it for ourselves, but it's like it feels good to hear from other people.
For sure.
And for me, I've learned I don't really care what other people think anymore. Like I'm doing this for myself, and doing that has helped me, has made me see how that benefits the people around me because they know that I love them.
Right.
Because I'm acting in a way, and like by changing my default settings, by changing the way that I think, which makes me have more empathy for them.
Right.
Because I understand now. Like just being human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's fascinating though. It is crazy though.
Yeah. And it's really, really difficult.